shifting, falling to your members?
Oh, yes, of course. Well, we have been campaigning for this since the beginning of this year, and it's good to see that pharmacists are being involved in this program. Throughout the pandemic, pharmacists have kept the doors open, looking after patients and providing that sort of accessibility for patient care. So it's the right thing to do to get pharmacists involved.
Yeah, but how difficult will it be to, will they be able to, will your members be able to cope with the number of people that are going to need vaccinations, given that doctors' surgeries won't be able to do what they did previously, and a lot of these hubs, vaccine hubs, are not there like they were earlier in the year?
Yeah, so at the moment, we've got 1,400 pharmacies that have been providing the COVID vaccination service, and between them, they have jabbed about 15 million people. So that is a great number, and we know that community pharmacy can achieve this. But we do need the support from the government in terms of making sure that we prioritize things. So getting rid of red tape and making sure that we are properly funded and that the vaccine availability is there is obviously a key factor for us. But we are willing, we are ready, but we do need that support in order to move forward.
And how are your members coping with the pressure?
There are pressures, particularly during winter, and and we've been under pressure throughout the pandemic, in that we've kept our doors open and seen patients. However, it's important that we prioritize. We can only do this if priorities are made and the support of our government is received, in that we're making sure that we put aside things that we no longer need to do for this period of time, and we focus on the COVID vaccination service. Again, we also do flu vaccination as well, so we've broken records on that as well. So we're willing, but the support is required for us to be able to manage this.
What support are we talking about?
We're talking about prioritization, making sure that we're cutting the red tape. We are talking about making sure that we've got the right funding to enable us to carry on with our business as usual as well, because that's not going to go away. We have to make sure that we look after our patients. And also we have to make sure that we have relevant workforce in place in order to deliver this. And for that, that's kind of the support that we require from the government, and making sure that the systems work. For example, the national booking system, the vaccine supply, all of that. We don't want to be in a situation where we're chasing things up that consume a lot of time.
And people watching this morning, can they just pop down to their local chemist and say, put a booster in my arm?
People need to go through the national booking system. So, and the national booking system has been in place for some time. And if they have any questions, they can contact the 119 number in order to ask questions. But they can also ask their pharmacy teams in terms of what needs to happen, and the pharmacy teams will be able to support them and guide them in the right direction.
Okay, it's good to talk to you. Thanks so much indeed for explaining that to us. Thank you.
Thank you.
So our wonderful